Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Sharon, and at Sharon Plans I primarily post videos related to budgeting and planning. So if that's something that you're into, then please stick around. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back to check out another one of my videos. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Today's video is going to cover my week 3 check-in for the month of October. And that period is going to cover from the 17th through the 23rd. I have my expense tracking stickers already written out, as well as my cash envelopes, which I'll be counting as I check in. And I have my micro happy notes, which I also carry with me on a daily basis to keep track of my expenses. And then last but not least, I have my legend, which color codes my expense tracking stickers. And if you haven't watched one of my check-ins before, the blue expense stickers is for my allowance and grooming, which I combine under personal. The green is for my eating out and groceries, which I combine under groceries. The yellow is for my gas, and the red is for unbudgeted. And occasionally, if I have an other type of expense that's not included in my weekly check-in, I will color code that in lavender. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set this to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my personal category. So starting with personal, I did have an expense on the 17th, and that was for Chick-fil-A. I ran out of eating out funds, so I believe we made a trip and I just took whatever wasn't covered from my eating out cash envelope, and I just used my personal funds to pay for that. Next, I went to Wine World, and that was also on the 17th, and I purchased 2 bottles of wine. And then on the 22nd, I went to Starbucks. And again, I didn't have any funds left over in my eating out, so I spent my allowance for Starbucks. And then next I have my grooming, and on the 17th, I actually went to get my eyebrows done, and that was $17. And then on that same day, I went to get a pedicure, but I'm just gonna lay that down on the 18th. And that was a total of $70. Not sure what has happened since the pandemic, but I don't ever remember paying that much for a pedicure, but that is what it's going for right now. Well, a spa pedicure, let me say that. That's everything that I have from my personal category. So next I'm gonna move into my groceries and eating out. So first I have, on the 17th, I had the remainder of what I spent at Chick-fil-A. So I'm just gonna lay that down here on the 18th, and that was $13. So the bill was total $26. And then for groceries on the 17th, I also went to Wegmans. Wow, I had a busy weekend. So I'm gonna lay that down here too on the 18th. And I spent a total of $9. And then I went to Costco and I spent $88. But I'm just gonna lay that down on the 18th. And then I also did a Walmart pickup. This was my first time doing Walmart pickup, and I kind of liked it. It's kind of addictive because I just kept adding stuff to my cart and adding stuff to my cart. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. But that was $86. And then on the 23rd, I did another Walmart pickup, and this one was a total of $34. And last but not least, I also went to Giant because I love their produce, and I spent a total of $48 at the Giant. So that was all my expenses for week 3 of October. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip to my weekly check-in spread and lay out all of my categories, write them down, and then we can start checking in. Okay, so this is my weekly check-in layout, and what I'm gonna do is just write in my categories for week 3, and then we'll flip back to my monthly view so that we can start adding everything up. Okay, so now that I've written out my categories, we're gonna go ahead and flip back to my monthly view so that we can start checking in. Okay, so starting from the 17th with my personal category, I have my eyebrows, which was $17. I have Wine World, which was $24. I have Chick-fil-A, which was $13. And then I have my nails, have my nails, which was $80. And then I have Starbucks, which was another $10. So that's in total $144 that I spent out of my personal category for week 3. So I'm gonna write in $144. And from last week, I carried over $225. So that's 225 minus 144. And that's a total of $81 that I should have remaining. So here's my allowance cash envelope. And I have 50, 1, 2, 3. And here's my grooming cash envelope. And I have 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a total of $81 remaining for my personal category moving into week number 4. I'm gonna have to increase what I put toward my grooming cash envelope next month so I can save up to get my hair done for December. Because my envelope is looking kind of light. I'm gonna have to stay away from them pedicures. Okay, so next I have my groceries category. And starting from, I think I started laying them down on the 18th. I have Wegmans for $9, Chick-fil-A for $13, Walmart $86, Costco $88. Then I have Giant $48, and I have Walmart $34. So that's a total of $278 for week 3. The bad part about it is I didn't even feel like I spent that much this week, so that's a bit dangerous. I think I'm gonna leave them pickups alone. So it's a total of $278, and rolling over from last week, I rolled over $369. So that's 369 minus 278, and that gives me a total of $91 that I should have remaining. And so my eating out envelope is empty. Here's my groceries cash envelope. So I have 50, 70, 91, which is, I guess, decent considering that I've been overspending in this category a bit. So my refrigerator is really full. So unless I just need something, I should be able to be good for the remainder of the month as it pertains to groceries. Rolling over, oh, I didn't even write it down. So rolling over for my groceries category, I have $91. Rolling over for my personal, I had $81 remaining. So for gas, I did not purchase any gas. So I'll be rolling over my total $149. And just to be honest, the gas that I've been using to go grocery shopping and things like that on the weekend, my husband's been taking my car like 1 time a week, so when he takes it, he just fills it up. So I haven't really had to spend money on gas this month. And then unbudgeted, I didn't have any unbudgeted expenses. And since I don't budget anything for unbudgeted, this is just gonna be a line. Okay, so that pretty much concludes my check-in portion. So I'm just gonna flip back and then I'm gonna check off everything that I weekly checked in for. So I'm going to just check these off so that I know I weekly checked in for these. And also during this week, my home warranty did come out, so I'm going to check that off, as well as my trash, my quarterly trash bill that came out as well for $93. So we're all good with the weekly check-in. So the final week for October runs from the 24th through the 31st. So I'll be back next week to check in for that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get set up, and then I'm going to flip to the back so that I can choose my number for my 52-week savings challenge. Okay, so here is the tracker that I'm currently using for my 52-week savings challenge. And so I'm going to go ahead and pick for week number 43. So I'm just gonna get my jar and everything ready to choose my number. I'm just gonna give it a brief shake. And now I am going to choose for week number 43. And the number is 22. So I'm just going to highlight 22 on my tracker. Okay, and then, okay, and now I'm going to flip to the front so that I can add this to the count for everything else that I've pulled for all the previous months and weeks. Okay, so here is my tracker that I'm keeping with a tally for all the previous months and weeks. So for number 43, I chose $22. And so far this month, I've chosen $35, $12, $18, and $22. So next week, I'll be choosing for week number 44. And as I stated in my previous video, I will try to allocate the entire $185 that I've budgeted. So even if I need to pull numbers into November, I'll go ahead and do so because I want to try to go ahead and finish this up. I'm going to quickly turn back to my monthly view, and then we're going to close this thing out. Okay, so this is what my monthly view is looking like going into week 4. So I'm okay with my progress for this month. I'm just glad that I'm not over. So thanks everybody for stopping by to watch one of my videos. If you like the video, please consider subscribing or leaving me a comment down below and clicking the notification bell so that you're notified when I upload future videos. I hope everybody is doing well and staying safe. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.